Trump's threat to Iran. A whole civilization will die tonight. Vietnam elects Communist Party leader to Lam as president. UN chief welcomes two-week ceasefire by U.S. and Iran. World welcomes U.S.-Iran ceasefire. U.S. President Donald Trump has issued another stark warning to Iran as a deadline over the Strait of Hormuz approaches. In a social media post, Trump suggested that severe consequences could follow if Iran does not reopen the key shipping route. He claimed the situation could mark a turning point in global history and again referred to what he described as regime change in Iran. The remarks signal a further escalation in rhetoric at a critical moment in the conflict. Iran has not officially responded to the latest statement. The Strait of Hormuz remains a central issue as its disruption continues to impact global energy supplies. The situation remains highly volatile, with uncertainty over whether tensions will escalate further or shift toward diplomacy. Vietnam's parliament has elected To Lam as the country's new president, consolidating his position as the most powerful leader in decades. Lam, who already serves as the Communist Party's Secretary General, was unanimously approved by lawmakers for a 5-year term. In his first address, he said maintaining peace and stability would be his top priority. He also pledged to boost economic growth and improve living standards for the Vietnamese people. The move marks a significant shift in Vietnam's political structure, combining two of the country's top leadership roles. Analysts say this could allow faster decision-making, but may also raise concerns about increased centralization of power. Lam has already introduced sweeping reforms, including restructuring government institutions and promoting economic development. His leadership is expected to shape Vietnam's future direction in both governance and economic policy. The United Nations has welcomed the announcement of a 2-week ceasefire between the United States and Iran. UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres called on all parties to respect the agreement and follow international law. He stressed the need to protect civilians and reduce human suffering. Guterres also urged efforts toward a lasting and comprehensive peace in the region. A UN envoy is currently in the region to support diplomatic efforts and encourage dialogue. The statement highlights growing international support for de-escalation after weeks of conflict. The ceasefire is seen as a critical opportunity to move toward a longer-term resolution. The United States and Iran have agreed to a 2-week ceasefire, with peace talks set to begin in Islamabad. The agreement includes reopening the Strait of Hormuz, a key global oil route. Countries around the world have welcomed the development as a step toward de-escalation. Israel expressed support for the pause in fighting but said the ceasefire does not apply to Lebanon, where conflict is ongoing. Iraq and Egypt both emphasized the need for full commitment to the agreement and continued diplomatic efforts. The United Nations called the ceasefire an important opportunity to move toward lasting peace and protect civilian lives. Japan, Indonesia, and Malaysia also welcomed the truce, urging all sides to respect the terms and avoid further escalation. Australia highlighted the global economic impact of the conflict and expressed hope for a long-term resolution. The ceasefire marks a critical moment, with the success of upcoming negotiations expected to determine the next phase of the crisis.